Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Nothing, dude. Just popping a Zen like old times, dude.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, real tall, cold Zen.
Can I do something real quick? Do you mind?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Welcome to Steamboat Comedy Podcast, everybody.
Woo!
We're back again. Sorry to our loyal fans. We're a couple days late.
We are. Deepest condolences.
Deepest condolences.
To you and yours.
We were busy almost fucking dying on the road.
Yeah, I think we
back
did
here.
die.
I mean, I died inside.
I think we did die, and this is purgatory.
we just have to do podcasts forever.
We just have to continue to live the lives we were living.
Like Sisyphus, we are bound to podcast hell.
Is Sisyphus the big boulder guy?
Yeah, he's a big boulder guy.
Mm-hmm.
Loves boulders. Kind of has to. That's all he's got.
That guy loved a boulder. That's all he cared about.
Speaking of boulders and almost dying,
Yeah.
before we get into that, we got to give a big shout out to our new sponsor.
Huge shout out.
Huge. It's so big. Huge new sponsors, Billo Premium Cannabis. Dude, Billo. We've been trying to get Billo on board for a minute, dude. They kick ass. You're a big marijuana enthusiast. I love also, too, that they were like, yeah, just say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I was like, do you want us to like do a specific ad read? And they're like, nah.
No.
Like, we trust you. And I was like, that's a terrible idea. But
yeah, never trust us. But honestly, I buy a lot of THC from them.
You
so
do?
It's a great, yeah.
So there you go.
It's good. It works and it gets you high and it's the best.
Hell yeah.
And I love them, dude. I've been a frequent customer there for many years.
So it's all coming home to roost, baby.
The chickens are coming home to hatch, dude.
That weed has been inspiring our comedy already, and they didn't even know it.
They know. And now I'm excited for this new partnership.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only fruitful things. I didn't realize until the email. Did you know that locals get discounts on everything always at Billo?
On everything, always?
On everything always.
Everything?
Everything.
Always.
Always.
At once?
At it twice.
Everything, everywhere?
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
That is a hell of a deal. So if you're local, I mean, you might want to fucking pop your shirt off and head into Billo.
And if you're a tourist coming in town, just go there anyways because it's good shit. It'll get you high. It'll get you dick hard. Do they do that? They don't do dick pills, do they?
No, not at Billo. They got like stuff for your dogs. I'm gonna die.
You all right?
You
sound like you just smoked some Billo Premium Cannabis.
Billo only has the smoothest weed. It would never make you cough.
That's true.
Just took a drink of water, and I've only been doing it for 32 years, and it went down the wrong fucking hatch.
Sometimes that'll happen. Billo also hooked it up with some swag. They gave us a shirt, and I just went for a big, gross, sweaty run in mine yesterday because I forgot about it. And so I'm not wearing their shirt. I'm wearing a Schmiggity shirt. Shout out to Schmiggity, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Billo gave us some fucking sativa gummies. Did you munch those up?
I've been eating those. I've been eating those at work, yes. And they're quite nice.
I'm getting real high at my job.
No, these ones are very calm. These are they're only 5 milligrams. So if you're a seasoned vet like myself, it just makes you more tolerant of people.
Maybe I'll do one before bed and see if it does anything for me.
Yeah, you should get the...
It does say sativa, though. Isn't that the more uppy? Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. Those are all made up. They all
Yeah.
make those up. Whether it's indica or sativa, they just say it. And it's just weed and it gets you high. But you should get the my favorite ones. They are the Billo gummies. They are what I've been having for a while. They're the 1-to-1s. So it's 5 milligrams of CBD and 5 of THC.
I'm a big CBD fan.
So the CBD is good when you're trying to sleep.
That I might have to get into.
That one you can do it and just take a half if you know.
Take a half.
You've eaten gummies before.
It's
and
been
they're
a minute.
5 milligrams, so you eat a half of that's 2.5 milligrams. That'll put you right to bed.
Oh my god! The last time I ate a gummy, I was in Florida with my brother. We're in my dad, and we were watching this movie. This new Disney movie called Elementals.
Is it the one where like? No, I don't know what that is.
It's like it's a really dumb. I hate to use the term woke, but it's got some undertones of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, just being high, I just was just like, this is the stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen, dude. Because you can see through bullshit easier when you're high, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially in movies. Like bad acting. is so
You
noticeable.
get
when you're
hyper
high.
focused on something.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my god, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
know?
you're like, what are they trying to teach to our kids?
Yeah, what are they
dude?
doing here?
What are they,
It was so
what is
bad.
the government up to?
And well, it was like the whole premise of the movie was like it's like people of different elements, but they can come together. Like like racism is bad, kind of like
Yeah.
that kind of thing, and that's fine. You overcome that. And the main character was like a fire chick, and she had a fiery temper, and that's fine. But then the main dude, who ended up being the love interest for the chick, was a water guy, and all he did was cry all the time.
Oh, the crying guy got the girl.
Yeah, and I was like, that was my thing. Is I was like, how does the crying little bitch? Like, why does she like him? He doesn't demonstrate value. You know
No.
what I mean?
That's what Disney wants you to do. That's the message they want out.
They want little wussy ass crying boys.
Back in my day, Disney was pumping out the rhetoric that you need a man to
You
come
go-
save
You
you
need to
from
go
the
save that
castle.
motherfucking princess,
Yeah,
bro.
He needs to climb up your wig
Yeah.
and get you out of there.
Climb up your wig.
And get you.
Wait, did Rapunzel wear a wig?
Oh yeah.
I
She
mean,
had-
that can't be natural.
She had a weave. It was stapled into her head. That's why it was so strong.
Oh, that actually makes way more
A
sense.
weave back in the day was way stronger than the stuff they make now.
Because even, like, if Rapunzel's hair was natural, dude, like, how strong's her neck, bro?
Oh, I know. Unless, dude, just hanging your head out of like a castle window.
Yeah, and this dude's just cranking on it. His whole weight, his whole body weight.
all of him.
All of it.
Pulling down.
Yes, just yanking. And she was
Yeah.
like, this is fine. She must have had a tree trunk of a neck.
She had a juggernaut.
She had a juggernaut.
She had a juggernaut. Well, that's all she was doing in there. She was just doing yes nos the whole time
Just
while she was waiting for
just with like a 50-pound weight on her head.
Darren. Was that the guy's name?
What was his name?
Darren
Steve.
or Philip?
It's Carl. Come save me,
Trenton.
Carl.
Trenton,
Trenton.
grab my hair. But now, yeah, men used to climb hair, and now they cry and get the girl.
Now I gotta go out to bars and cry more often.
Oh, dude, it doesn't work. Give me a couple of these whiskeys, and I'll start crying on here.
Hey, whiskey! It's a late night
Cheers,
pod. We're
buddy.
drinking
Late
some
night
whisk.
pod. Let's
We're
do it.
smoking some weed.
We got the beautiful blended Scotch whiskey, Buchanan's Deluxe. You got
Mhm.
that for my birthday.
Yeah, I
So
got
thank
you that for your
Salute.
birthday. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. That is good. Love me a good scotchy scotch.
Damn
scotch.
fine whiskey. Yeah,
Bi-
shout out to Billo.
Shout out to Billo, friend of the show. Officially,
One of the best friends of the show.
Yeah, you are a rare best friend of the show.
Yeah, we don't
category.
hand that out.
We don't just
delicately.
hand that out. Yeah. So if you're local, go there and smoke weed. Anyways, I was gonna get into the story about how we almost died on the way home from Boulder.
Yeah, that's true.
That was
We
fucking
led
crazy.
with that, and now everyone's like, why haven't
Yeah,
we
and
talked about this yet?
yes.
Because we are entertainers.
Yeah,
We're
because
podcasters.
we are riffing.
We're stringing you along.
So we went down
How
to
did we
Denver and
almost die?
Boulder. What's that?
How did we almost die?
I'm gonna get into that.
Okay, let's
But
go.
first, the fun part's the not almost dying
Yeah,
part.
let's start off.
From almost dying to the part where we killed. No, we did.
Yeah, dude, no pun intended.
We did a special recording with Robbie the Fire Bernstein,
Friend of the show.
friend of the show. Just put out his first special. He's calling it Live from the Denver Comedy Garage,
Yeah.
which is a great
And
name.
in parentheses, he's putting not a real thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
love
Good
it.
title. Love it.
We shot that in our friend Jonathan and Marine's backyard, friends of the
Friend of
show,
the show.
and it was awesome. Great crowd. There's 2 sold out shows. The second one was an absolute banger for sure. The first one was good. The second was an absolute
Yeah.
banger.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the next day we shot a sketch with them, which is fun. I get to play Robbie's agent.
yeah.
I haven't
And
been
I played the agent's assistant.
assistant to the agent.
Yeah, it was a blast.
It was so funny, dude.
Shooting that sketch was a fucking blast.
it was
dude.
such a silly good
It
time.
was just the boys just trying their best to have a good time.
Just being thespians, bro.
Yeah, well, we're just selling it. Just sell it.
So check that out. I think he's gonna put it out in like a couple weeks. So
Cool,
when
yeah.
that comes out, check that out. We'll
We'll
definitely be
remind ya.
sharing it around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The shows were great. What did you think about performing in a garage before we get on
you know,
with
I've
that?
done a lot of porches. So if you don't know, Robbie the Fire Bernstein, friend of the show, he does the summer porch tour
Yeah.
where we go around to porches all over the country and do shows outside. They're not always actually porches, though. We just call it the summer porch tour.
Yeah, you gotta have
Mostly
some-
porches.
That's
and
what it should be
backyards.
called.
And I've probably done like 10 of those with them. I've done a fucking shitload of
Yeah.
them. And for this one, we decided to do it in a garage
Mm-hmm.
instead of a porch because that's better for like the equipment and the lighting and the sound and stuff.
Yeah.
But
You don't
yeah.
want to film outside. If you can avoid it, avoid it.
yes. Oh yeah, we learned that one.
Yeah.
Fuck. But yeah, that was I had to play Robbie's agent who was breaking the news to him that he couldn't use a porch and had to use a garage.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And we shot that there. It was a great time. The garage was fine. I thought the setup actually turned out solid.
I liked it. I liked being in the garage.
Yeah.
Felt like fucking old times.
Better
dude.
than out in the elements.
Used to hang out in the garage. We all used to hang out in garages.
Oh, yeah. I've hung out.
Dude.
I've smoked a bunch of weed in garages.
Debauchery goes on in a garage.
That's what you do.
That's what I was opening with. I was like, I feel like we should be doing whippets in here. We should have been.
And we should have been.
But yeah, nothing great happens in a garage except for the comedy shows.
Except for occasionally you shoot a comedy special there.
Yeah, I think we should get more into that.
We got to get more. We got to find. If you have a garage in Steamboat Springs, hit us up and we'll put something together. And then so we did that. That was awesome. The next day we went and did the Boulder Comedy Show.
Friend of the show.
For the fucking fifth or sixth time. It's always awesome. Always a great turnout.
So fun every time.
Always a good time. But
what did we do before that?
Oh, we shot the special.
No,
what we did
Sunday. Yeah, what we do? What we do to fucking kill time while we waited to perform?
So we got done shooting the sketch at 1.
Yeah.
And we didn't have anywhere to be until 7.
Yeah.
So we sat in a
6 hours of nothing to do.
Yeah. And luckily it was a football Sunday.
Yeah.
And since we're traditionally fat boys on Sunday, we went to a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Friend of the show. Buffalo Wild Wings. We're looking for that sponsor too.
That's
Let's
what we
go,
need, dude.
baby.
Fuck Jason Kelsey, dude. Sponsor
we did.
us.
Fucking housed some wings.
Housed some wings. Blew them out of our assholes.
Yeah, we sat there long enough to digest the wings that we ate and then use the bathroom.
We almost sat there for 2 meals.
It was insane.
We had lunch and it was it's almost dinner time.
Oh, I was miserable, dude. I ate so many wings. We ate and grabbed a beer within the first 20 minutes of being there.
Yeah.
Sat down, got the wings in 10 minutes, ate them in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
20 wings, ate them.
Yeah.
And then sat there for 3.5 to 4 hours.
Yep.
Well, I couldn't even finish the first beer I ordered. It was warm by the time we left, and I just pushed it away.
4 hours.
It sat there for the whole afternoon games.
Yep.
It sat there, and I was fucking miserable. My stomach hurt so bad. It hurt for the next day or two. But you should go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Big shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings for ruining our GI
tracks. It
tracks.
was the mango habanero that got me.
Yeah, you went too hot, dude.
Always is.
There's a scale. You got to read that scale.
No, I've had them before. I was ready to get lit up, and then
you got
I
lit
usually
up.
get them boneless. But for whatever reason, the bone-in mango habaneros tore me up.
Because you got to really dig in there. You know?
Yeah, you get it all over your face. Yeah, it was great.
It's good. Yeah, that's if you want to know what it's like to be a comedian. It's sitting in a bar for 5 hours waiting to go from one gig to the next gig.
It was
because you have nowhere to go because you don't live
nowhere
there.
to be.
You had nowhere to be. We didn't even have a hotel we could sit in. We had to just sit in a bar.
Eventually, the bartenders stopped
looking at us.
Yeah.
We're just like, what do you want?
We're like, we don't want anything.
Yeah, you're just like, I just want you to not make eye contact.
I spent
with
$40 here 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
So leave me the
Which
fuck
means
alone.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, dude, I'm here to watch these games.
So that was fun. That was a good experience.
That was
life
a
on the
blast.
road, baby. And then we did Boulder, which is awesome. But then on the way home, this is the story we teased 20 minutes ago. We're driving back because we didn't want to stay in Boulder. You had to work the next day, and as soon as we get to the tunnel. So for those of you who don't know where Steamboat Springs is, it's in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Very hard to get to.
Very hard to get to. And if you're leaving Denver, you go west. About an hour outside of Denver is the Eisenhower Tunnel. And once you go through that tunnel through a mountain, you drive up the mountain to 10,000 feet elevation.
Yeah.
And then you go through a tunnel and then you go back down. And as soon as we got to the tunnel, it started snowing.
Yeah.
And then it snowed/rained, depending on the elevation.
And the tunnel was closed when we got there. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
and the
to
tunnel was
fucking
closed.
sit there for 15 minutes at 10:30 at night on a Sunday while they did construction in one side of the
They were
tunnel.
changing fucking lights at 10:30 p.m. on a Sunday. What are
you figured it'd
doing?
be smooth sailing. We're sitting up there in fucking snow and traffic.
Yes.
Oh, dude, that was
a
brutal.
nightmare,
That was
bro.
a very low point for us.
Kids, you want to be a comedian? This is what it's like.
That was an excruciatingly low point for us.
Oh.
You just housed a McDonald's burger, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, shit, he might fall asleep driving us home, and then it started fucking snowing, and you were wired. You had to be on your game.
I was white knuckling because I was like, I could die at any moment. There's people driving like assholes, and
oh my god,
it was so slippery. We're on the home stretch coming down Rabbit Ears Pass here, coming into Steamboat, and I could really feel it start to slip. Like there's like a good 3 inches of snow on the ground at this point. And I'm like, ooh, starting to lose traction. That's not good. And I have a fucking all-wheel drive Subaru with like good
Great
tires
car.
and great car.
Classic Subaru.
Shout out to the Blue Brew. And
love that car.
to this guy, I'm slowing way down, and this dude passes us going like 60.
Hauling ass. We were amazed. We're like, dude, this guy's fucking coming up on us quick.
And I was like, are you out of your mind? And he flew past us. He got to the bottom of the hill and started fishtailing so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw his taillights go about 15 feet in either direction.
It felt like it was like a 30-second fishtail.
Yeah,
it was probably really only 10 seconds.
Probably, but we were just like, our eyes were huge.
Like, this guy's about to die.
Yeah. And I was like, this guy's going to flip his car, and then we're going to have to find a way to stop without hitting him, and then pull his dead body, which we probably could. We probably would have killed him.
We're sliding anyway.
Yeah.
And just for educational purposes, this is how we knew it was slippery. It happened so fucking fast. When we were driving, it was raining / snowing the whole time.
Yeah.
And then the snow stopped sticking to our windshield. And you said, oh, the snow stopped sticking to our windshield. I think it's really slippery. And then that dude passed us and started sliding immediately. Like, we knew it, too. We're like, that's because it got cold enough that the snow's not sticking to the windshield.
Yep.
That's how you know it's on the ground and you're going to be fucking sliding.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's not wet anymore. It's ice.
Yeah.
Straight ice, baby. And then, dude, as soon as he went by, I was like, that's not smart. And then saw him just going, and somehow, by the grace of our Lord and Savior, JC,
the big man
of the show,
upstairs, the huge man upstairs.
Yeah,
he's
the best friend of the show, JC.
Yeah, JC. Friend of the show. Big man upstairs.
He took the wheel. Jesus took the wheel for that fucking idiot.
Oh my God.
Saved his life.
And that guy slowed down to about 10 miles an hour the rest of the drive.
Oh yeah. We ended up beating him home. We ended up passing him eventually.
He was probably crying, dude.
Oh, I bet. Or his wife was in the car screaming at him. What are you doing, you fucking idiot?
Dude, that whole ride home started like, because coming out of Denver, that one car was just stopped in the middle of the intersection.
Oh yeah.
Just stopped right in the fucking middle.
I forgot
green
about
light.
That. Yeah, when we were like passing through Golden, there was just a guy who just parked at a green light.
Yeah.
I was just like, huh? Car's on. It's not like his car died. He was just sitting there.
Dude, yeah. It was
it was a spooky drive.
It got a little hairy there for
got
a bit.
A little fucking
what I say?
Little
We got
hairy carry.
Little touch and go there for a while, dude.
Yeah, we got home and it was just like, fuck.
I almost broke down into tears when we got home.
Seriously.
I did. I like rested my head on your dashboard just to like thank the car. I was like, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I put my hand on your shoulder and I was like, good driving, Captain. It was like a voyage.
It really was.
We made it home. We made it through the storm, though.
We get to do it all again this weekend.
I think the weather's going to be better.
I fucking hope so.
I've been fucking checking. It doesn't look like it's going to be much.
Okay, yeah, because we'll be in Breckenridge Friday and Montrose on Saturday.
Yeah. And then driving fucking home on Sunday.
Yeah, dude. I did the total like mileage and hours. It's gonna be 10.5 hours of driving this weekend.
Son of a bitch.
Which actually seems low, but
that's not bad, dude. That's going to Boise one time. I do that on a fucking whim.
There you go. I used to do that in college all the time, which I'm also going back to my college.
And it's also
town
punk rock as shit, dude.
Yeah.
We're the most punk rock comedians.
We are punk rock as fuck, dude. We don't give a fuck. We show up. We're like, yeah, you don't know who I am, and then we fucking light them up.
We fucking rip them up, and then we get in our fucking car and head the hell out of there into the night, dude.
We're like, no autographs, and then we just leave.
Yeah, and everyone's like, we didn't want autographs.
And they're like, who are you?
That was a decent, funny show. What was your name again? Dude, you were funny. What was your name again?
You had that joke about dicks, right?
That's always a bad one, right? When you get done performing and someone goes, what was your name again?
You're
like, dude.
Really made an impression.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, the worst is when it's after a show and they just like walk past you and don't say anything.
That's true. It's just usually the worst after a show.
Yes.
Unless we show up because we're punk rock as shit and we blow everyone's fucking noodles off.
Blow your fucking little dicks right off, buddy.
Dude, fucking we're like Sum 41 in the 70s.
We are like Sum 41 in the 70s.
741.
We're infants.
No, what a hell of a ride, though.
Yeah, we made it, though. We did it. And we're going to be back on the road again soon, baby.
Yep, this next weekend. And honestly, but it's nice to be here in Steamboat. What's been going on in Steamboat? Let's give a shout out to everything that's been going on. Oh, Kyle, what's been going on in Steamboat? Here's your newscast from Kyle about what's going on in Steamboat. Kyle, what do you think's been going on in Steamboat?
Here's what's going on in Steamboat. Nothing.
Not a fucking thing.
It's fucking mud season, dude.
Yeah, it's
You know, dude.
insane.
Sometimes I say that to people. I remember we went to Denver. We were talking to. We did the Sunday Fun Day show, and I was talking to Chanel.
Yeah.
Shout out for the show. And I was like, yeah, it's mud season, so this. And she's like, what the fuck is mud season? I was like, oh, that's right. Normal people just call it the fall.
Yeah.
Or the spring.
Well, when you live in a ski town, there's a busy season and a small season, and we call that the mud season.
Mud season.
Because there's mud out there.
Because it goes from being snowy to being muddy.
And then it starts getting a little more precipitation
Then it gets muddy again.
in the fall, and
in
it
the
gets muddy,
fall.
and then it snows.
Then it snows.
I'm excited to fucking ski. What do you think goes on in the Bermuda Triangle?
You know,
Kyle?
you posed me this question earlier, and I don't know. No one talks about the Bermuda Triangle anymore. It used to be such a mystery.
It used to be a big mystery. You go on a Discovery Channel or any of the History channels, and like Bermuda Triangle, a lot of shipwrecks, a lot of plane crashes over there. But
Yeah.
I haven't heard shit about it in the last 10 years.
Yeah, do you think that's just because they have the brilliant invention of Apple Maps now?
It's not on Apple Maps, and I don't know if
What?
it exists. I did
Apple
a
Maps?
brief amount of research right before we started this podcast.
Yeah.
Very brief.
What did you come up with? Your
I came
extensive
across
brief
that
research?
like a lot of cruise lines that go from fucking Florida to like if they have to go that direction to wherever they're going.
They go around it
No, they go right through it, and they're usually fine.
usually.
That's what I read. Usually they're fine. No cruise ships have gone missing, I don't think.
Be hard to miss a whole cruise ship.
Dude, the Bermuda Triangle is like a million square miles of ocean.
Is it really that
yeah,
big?
huge. So they have to go like right through it. And
Wait,
usually
it's
they're
not
fine.
square miles. It's triangle miles.
It's well, what is it if it's liquid?
Triangle quarts.
Yes, of course.
It's
liters.
a million triangle meters.
How many soda cans is that?
How many sodas can you fit in the
How
triangle?
many soda cans go in there? But the other thing is, the Bermuda Triangle, you don't hear about it anymore. Kyle.
So I think what I'm figuring out, is that if Amelia Earhart had just got on a cruise ship, she would have been fine.
Can you, dude?
And then she took
She
a
would-
plane like a dumb bitch.
Like a dingus?
Like a real dangus.
Like a knucklehead.
Well, here, use a knucklehead.
Knucklehead.
If Charles Barkley was talking about Amelia Earhart, he'd be like, man, Amelia Earhart, she a
She a
knucklehead.
knucklehead.
What
She
you doing
been
there?
flying no planes, no playing basketball.
And then Shaq would be like, don't talk about Amelia Earhart.
I can't believe you're this racist, dude. I can't believe it.
I
No.
forgot to paint the face.
You did. Can you imagine, though, being like, yes, I'm going to go on a cruise. I'm just going to do it. Let's go on a cruise. And then you're like, you have to go through the Bermuda Triangle.
I'd be like, let's go.
You would do it?
I'd do it.
You want to die
I
on a
ain't scared of
cruise?
no triangle, bro.
If you're going on a cruise, my guess is you already are okay with death.
Yeah, well, you're okay with germs, that's for sure, because cruise ships are fucking gross, dude.
Might as well be dead if you're covered in germs.
Yeah. Although I've actually inquired about being a cruise ship comedian a couple times.
I mean, that'd be a sweet gig.
Yeah, I would. It used to be. I've heard a bunch of people talk about, like, back in the day, if you were like a cruise ship comedian, it was like a mark of shame, like you failed and you're relegated to cruise ships.
Yeah.
But now people are like, it's actually a sweet gig
yeah.
that pays really well.
You get paid no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if you do a bad job, you get paid.
Even if it do it bad, that's my quote.
That's fucking awesome.
So I'll tell you, just this little comedy inside baseball. If you want to be a cruise ship comedian, this is what they told me the requirements are: is that you have to have 3 different 30-minute sets that are all different,
Yeah.
and one of them has to be clean.
30 minutes clean.
So
That's
you have
all
a
you
30-minute clean and 2 30-minute clean or not clean.
And that's it? I feel like
That's
a lot of
it.
people could do that.
I don't know. I mean, it has to be still has to be good.
Yeah, that's true.
You need an hour and a half of good material.
Let's start putting in more apps for cruise lines.
Could. I think
do
I
it.
have a card from Carnival on my desk, actually.
Yeah, let's send them some tape.
I don't know if I have 30 clean. Good clean.
Yeah, you can riff.
I can
You can
riff.
riff for 15 of
Riff
it.
with the kids.
Yeah, dude.
What do you got there? The blow pop kid?
You eating
Ah.
shrimp? On
Yeah.
a shrimp?
Whoa.
Can you imagine if shrimp could talk?
Are you hogging them all? You must be so shellfish.
This is my impression of a lobster getting ready for dinner.
You just use the iceberg.
Oh no, you're about to eat me. Do you think flat earthers think the moon is flat too?
I haven't delved into the flat Earth theory.
Do they? I don't know. I don't know shit about it, but it's fun to think about. Like,
It
if
is
they
fun.
think the Earth is flat, do they also think like Saturn's flat and Pluto's flat?
It's just all just discs.
Yeah, every planet's flat, or is it just Earth that's flat?
I think they just don't think planets are real.
Really?
I think.
The things you can see in the sky.
Right. But they're just like, what is that? It's a dot. I don't know. You telling me it's a planet. I ain't never been there. You know what I mean?
That's a good point, dude.
Right?
It's like Tennessee. I've never been to Tennessee. I
never-
don't think
yeah.
that some bitch exists.
I don't think it exists. Tennessee, I've heard rumors.
Yeah, I've heard rumors about it. I never been there. Some bitch don't exist.
Nate Bargatze's a liar.
Fucking rock and roll. I heard they got a great music scene in Tennessee, but I ain't never been there, so who knows if it fucking exists.
I've been in Tennessee.
It would be funner to me if they thought everything was flat.
Titties,
Yeah.
flat.
Everything that's like clearly round, they're like, that's flat.
They're just watching basketball on TV and they're like, how do they dribble that flat ball?
they just
It's just a frisbee on its
mixed
side.
up what round and flat means. It's just a language thing. Like, oh, that actually means round and that means oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's where the confusion came
They
from.
go to the bar and like, can I get those flat ice cubes?
Yeah.
And they're like, what?
We don't have those. We have round ones. They're like, no, those
Yeah,
are flat.
There's no such thing as round ice cubes.
Yeah, let me see it. That's flat.
That's
yeah,
flat.
go ahead and put that in.
Duh.
I don't think
It's literally just a grammatical error. They just
yeah.
don't.
I think that's really what the mix-up might be, and we're just getting down to the
Someone's
bottom
got
of
to
stuff.
educate these poor kids.
The Earth is
and
flat.
their big
the moon
flat
is
heads.
Yeah, meteors are flat.
Meteors flat,
Flat stew, flat
Flat-
shrimp.
flats on a stick.
Yeah, you go on a cruise ship? That's flat,
That's
dude.
flat.
Bermuda Triangle's flat.
Bermuda Triangle is flat.
It is.
I mean, it's actually kind of, it moves.
Honestly, I'd never go to the Bermuda Triangle.
Really? Does it scare
No,
you?
it
Does
does.
it frighten you?
Yeah, those
Why?
old wives' tales scare me still.
I remember watching back, I don't know if this is still the case, but basically right when the History Channel and the Discovery Channel changed from being like educational to just like a bunch of dipshit reality TV shows
Yes.
and like ancient aliens and
Yeah,
shit.
when TV got good.
When TV got gay.
When TV finally
When the
figured it
money finally came
out.
in.
Oh my god.
They had a special on the Bermuda Triangle. I remember watching it, and I remember hearing all the theories, and they presented 3 different theories. One was that there's just a big old whirlpool somewhere in there that sucks you down.
Ooh, I like that.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like a toilet.
it's like the world's toilet. You got to shit, it all goes to the Bermuda Triangle eventually.
And then
That's
it
where
flushes
goes.
down and you end up in the city of Atlantis,
And it's-
baby.
and it's
Playing
rain
craps
shit.
with the gods.
Just turds rain down every day, and they're like, rejoice.
Yes.
And then so the second theory
Yes.
was that there was a big hot sulfur spring somewhere there,
Okay.
which we're familiar with in Steamboat Springs.
Yeah.
There's many sulfur springs here. They're stinky and they're hot.
We know our way around them
We know our way around.
because you can't go in them.
You don't want to go directly into some
No.
of them. Oh my God! I saw a picture last year. A dude floating the river.
Yeah.
Got his foot in the one that's coming out down by the
Yeah.
library, and it torched him, dude.
Yeah, it burned him like 3rd-degree burns.
Oh, it was nasty.
Yeah, it's insane. Like bubble, fucking pus, and anyway. What's
Anyways,
the second?
So the second theory is
Sulfur.
that there's a big giant one somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle, and when your ship goes into it, it just melts your shit
Just
down.
burns it up. I
Yeah.
like that one too. I
Mhm.
don't know which one I like more. What's the third one? Is
The
that
third one,
Yes.
okay, and this is more specifically to the planes,
Mm-hmm.
the Amelia Earharts, if you will,
I will.
is that there's a theory in physics, and it is hypothetically possible.
Of course, physics.
That friend of the show.
Of course. This isn't the
That-
first time we've delved into physics.
That you could get, that's what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And we,
We're eventually gonna get to physics.
yeah. every listener is like, here comes the physics portion of
Yeah.
the show.
Once the edibles start kicking in, then I'm
Yeah.
all physics, baby.
Yeah, if you want to talk physics, get Billo Premium Cannabis.
Yeah.
But no, there's a theory that like essentially I was like 9 when I saw
Yeah.
this, or like 12. But like a plane could hit a pocket where you basically hit like a vortex, and it just like shoots you forward really fast. Like it seems like you're going normal,
Yeah.
but you're really going like 200 times faster. And they think that happened, and then Amelia Earhart just ended up somewhere where she had no idea where
Just
she was.
hauling ass.
Just
yeah.
ended up in the middle of the ocean somewhere and was like, "What the
Oh,
fuck?"
it's almost like an interstellar type thing.
Kind
almost
of.
like a wormhole situation.
Yeah, it's like when you hit the boosters in Mario Kart,
Yeah.
and you go a lot faster, and you're like, whoa. It's like that.
Or yeah, I get that, and also like when they hit the NOS in Fast and the Furious.
It's a lot like when you hit the NOS in the Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious in the first one.
And then you drive into a tree and die.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, friend of the show,
That was
Paul
a rough
Walker.
scene to watch. Dude, that's cool. I like the melting one the best.
The melting one is fun. Doesn't really explain the planes at all.
Not
unless
at all.
she happened to fall into that one spot and was like, fuck,
Yeah.
and then just melted.
Maybe it pulls the gas out of their planes right above that. Who knows? I don't know how physics work.
Maybe she was smoking a cigarette right above the gas hole, and then it just blew her up.
And whatever happened to Amelia Earhart?
That's the whole thing. that's the whole thing.
We still haven't found her?
No,
Is search and rescue still going?
no. It turns out the ocean's real big.
How long ago was Amelia Earhart?
Oh God, I'm gonna pull this number out of my ass.
62.
50s,
I'm going to go 62.
62.
So that means if let's say she was 30 when she went missing, how old would she be now if it was 60?
Well, that was
She'd
80
be
years ago.
98 years old.
I think she'd be 112 or something like that. We
Yeah.
don't do math or physics
Yeah.
on the podcast.
She could still be out there,
She could still be out there.
living off berries and rubbish.
Maybe she got launched all the way to Antarctica, and then she froze, and then we just have to Captain America her out of the ice.
Yeah.
You know?
How much sadder of a movie would Castaway have been if he just never got found?
I remember watching that movie as a kid, and then he like finally gets found, and you're like, oh, that's the end of the movie. He did it. And then there's just like 30 more minutes of him at home.
Of him like crying on
Of him, like his wife left him
on
and
Helen
shit.
Hunt's doorstep. Like,
And
"You
Helen Hunt's
bitch!"
like, you were the love of my life, and now I'm married to this other guy.
Yeah, and it's raining.
And it's raining.
And
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a shit. He's chugging water the whole time.
All skinny and shit.
Yeah, there's 30 more minutes after he gets found
Yeah.
of his like marital problems
Of him
that
just being
came
like,
with
this.
getting lost for 4
Yeah.
years.
Turns out there's consequences.
Oof, tough on a marriage. Being
Tough,
stuck on an
real
island.
tough on
That's
a
the
marriage.
real message of Castaway is if you want to make it through a marriage, which half of them end in divorce and funerals, if you want to make it through, don't get lost on an island for 4 years.
Yeah.
What
Well,
were you?
I think the real message is if your husband disappears in a plane crash, just wait.
Wait 4 years.
Just
At
give it a
least.
good dozen. How many years are you out there? Like 4 or 5?
4, I'm pretty sure, is what the movie said.
Okay.
And that's a real movie.
That's a real movie.
Yeah. That's one of the first ones I remember watching as a kid where, like, you see what Tom Hanks was. You see him, like, change his body. Because in the beginning, he's, like, a chubby
normal
dude.
person.
And then the fucking rest of it, after
He's
they
real
go,
skinny.
he's, like, skinny as shit. I'm like, oh, actors do that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Actors are really the true heroes of Earth.
That's kind of the message, too.
I think that's what we're
Is
going
that that's why we got to listen to all of our political opinions for
Yeah.
them. And, you know, we got to go to them for math and physics and those things. And
You can come here for all of it. It's an all-in-one at Steamboat Comedy
It's-
podcast.
Yeah.
What were you most scared of as a kid? Do you remember, like, it's Halloween, let's talk scary.
Just generally speaking.
Did you remember anything that, like, scared you big time? Like, if it was a movie or if it was, like, a character or if it was anything, you just saw it too young and you're like, this is scary.
Well, here's the thing.
You're not a scaredy little cat.
No, I'm a
dude.
little bitch.
You're a
dude.
scaredy cat.
I'm a scaredy, fraidy cat, dude. I
Yeah.
still hate scary movies.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
So the short answer is everything scared the shit out of me.
Were you a scaredy cat?
I remember seeing you know the intro of the X-Files?
Yeah.
Just the intro. Not even the show. Just the intros. And there's one shot where there's like a shadowy alien looking thing going down the hallway and it's like doo doo
Yeah.
doo 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 doo. I watched that when I was a kid and that scared the fuck out of me. And I was like, that alien is in my hallway, bro. That is walking down my hallway right now to kill me.
In your fucking bed. Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to
dude.
die tonight.
Yeah, and I was like, this is it. I lived a long, healthy 7-year life.
I had that same shit, but with the Headless Horseman.
Really?
Someone told me about the Headless Horseman, like one of my brother's friends. That's another thing about being the youngest child.
Oh, you get fucked
is you
with.
hang around your brother's friends, and they're all older, and they just tell you shit that you shouldn't be hearing. Yet.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was
no.
like 5 years old, and this 12-year-old is telling me about the Headless Horseman. And then for like the next 2 weeks straight, I had to like sleep like halfway in my doorway and halfway out just so I could keep like an eye out on what was going
really?
on.
You slept in the doorway?
Yeah. My dad would wake up and he'd be like, dude, get in your fucking bed.
What are you doing?
I was like, the Headless Horseman. He's got no head.
Do you understand? But
gonna-
he still rides.
Yeah, he rides still. He's going to come up the stairs and get me. Unless I can outrun him, I think was my logic. That if I see him coming, we're good.
Then I'm fast.
Yeah. Headless Horseman scared the shit out of me. You know what also scared the shit out of me?
Yeah.
Chucky.
Chucky
shook me to my little core, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I never saw Chucky.
Again, a brother's friend told me about it. I didn't even see it.
Didn't even see, you just heard about it.
I heard about
and
Chucky.
Scared the shit out of you.
And the way he described it was terrifying.
So when I was
a doll that kills you with a knife, dude,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I just saw a clip of Chucky the other day, and I was like, he's a wicked little man.
A little fucker, yeah. I
You
have
little
like
fucker.
PTSD whenever I see. Like I went into Hot Topic one time in high school, and they had a
That's a
Chucky doll
mistake.
there, and I was like, "You motherfucker!" I almost fucking lit the place on fire.
Probably would have been good.
Can I talk to the manager? There's a Chucky doll in here
I
that
need this removed.
is terrifying to me.
Mm-hmm.
Chucky scared the shit out of me. That was about it.
Yeah. There's nothing. Not a movie. Oh, one I remember seeing when I was young. One of the first movies I remember seeing was called Pumpkinhead. Do you remember that one? And it's just some big fucking monster that eats people and shit.
Yeah.
It like fucking sucks your blood out and shit.
Pumpkinhead. That's a
Huge.
ooh.
That's a deep cut.
That is. That's like almost the same as the Headless Horseman for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Headless Horseman, everyone just kind of like knows that's like an Ichabod Crane tale.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of knows about that. Pumpkinhead is some weird one-shot fucking stupid movie.
Yeah.
Like who wrote that
you?
fucking script, you know?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't watch scary movies anymore.
I hate it. I told you, well, we were just talking about it the other day. I'll just share the story because I'm a little pussy bitch. But I watched the new It right after I broke up with my girlfriend in Glacier.
Yeah.
Because the old It was one I remember watching as a kid, and it was scary, but I was like, this is actually like kind of a cool movie.
Yeah.
Because the clown is just fucking really interesting. I don't know. But I remember watching it, and then the new one came out. This was like 18.
Yeah.
Right? And I'd been living with my girlfriend at the time in Glacier. We shared a room. And then she left.
Yeah.
And it was my first night sleeping alone in like 3 years.
Did you guys break up or did she just go home?
I think we broke up.
Oh. Are you okay?
We did because we had movie night in my room. We all watched it, and there was one chick who came in like right away and was trying to make moves on me, and I remember being like, "You were kind of friends with my ex. This is kind of shitty."
Yeah.
It was fine, but
you're just a hot commodity though, bro. Women be coming into your rooms dropping trow, dude.
Oops.
You're ready to pop, lock, and stock it, dude.
Crock and locket
And then
pocket.
buy some Crocs
And get my sprocket
and rock it.
and rocket. But yeah, then we all watched it, and then everyone left, and I was just in my room by myself, still freaked out from this movie.
Like,
and I
this
just
motherfucker's gonna grab me from under the bed.
Yeah, I was just like staring at the ceiling. This is again not that long ago. I was an adult man.
Yeah.
I was a grown ass man.
Well into your 20s.
I was probably 29.
So couldn't be more into your 20s. Actually.
Yes, all the way.
The most into your 20s that you can be. Whoa.
And then I just got so scared that I just didn't sleep at all that night because I thought the It monster was gonna come eat
at
me.
29.
And a 29-year-old man, dude.
You knew it wasn't gonna come.
I know it wasn't. I was trying to like rationalize it. I'm like, dude, Kyle, it's just a fucking movie. Go to sleep, and then like something would creak, and I'd be like,
it's a
what was
movie.
that?
They're actors. Just envision it from a bird's eye view. They're shooting a scene, dude.
Right.
And then you just
That's what I should have done. I should have thought about the director.
You should have thought about it directorially.
Directorially.
You know what else got me?
What?
Boogeyman, dude.
Boogeyman?
Boogeyman used to rapture my spine.
I never saw the Boogie. There's a Boogeyman movie, right?
He used to grab your foot when you stepped off the bed.
Ah!
Yeah.
I don't like
That's
that.
all I needed to hear when I was
Count me
a
the
kid.
fuck out of that.
That's all I needed to hear.
Oh, God.
Motherfucker, I'd be
sleeping on the floor, bro.
I'd be doing parkour out of my bed, dude.
Yeah. Ha-ha!
Tucking and rolling. Like, I'm not getting my foot grabbed today.
Son of a bitch.
No way. Boogeyman, scared the shit.
Boogie Nights is good.
It was never really like the movies that scared me. It was people's stories of them. Once they let my imagination do the work.
Yeah.
And I scared the shit out of myself. And that's the artist in me.
And that's, right. You're just such a creative man.
And that's the artist. That's where my love for comedy came, was from the Headless Horseman.
The
dude.
Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
Of all the ones, dude.
Scary motherfucker, dude.
Man.
I imagined him in all black.
You know what other movie scared the fuck out of me?
Tyler Perry Goes to Church.
No. Well, kinda. No, The Ring, bro.
Yeah, The Ring.
The Ring is fucking horrifying.
That was a good
bro.
one. Dude, The Ring and The Grudge. They came out like
They came out,
yeah,
like the same
it was
year.
like, dude, I don't know what they were doing like around that time in horror movies, but they figured it out.
They nailed two of them.
Dude, I remember people in high school when like The Grudge would come out and be like, "We're going to see The Grudge on Friday night." Yeah, high schoolers would do that. So I heard because I never got invited.
Yeah,
like, I remember being like, if they invited me to that, there's no fucking way I would go.
Yeah.
So thank God they didn't.
Good thing they probably already knew that, and that's why they didn't.
That's why they
invite me.
didn't invite me.
They're like, let's invite Matt. No, he doesn't like The Grudge. Oh, I really want to hang out with Matt.
I really
want to
hang out with that
like,
cool
nah.
guy, Matt.
The most popular kid in school, Matt. Let's ask him.
Yeah, and they
They're
never
like,
did
"Ah."
because they knew it was too scary for
And
me.
they were all just like, well, trust me, I'm Matt's best friend, and I know he hates scary movies. Another kid was like, no, actually, I'm Matt's best friend, and I know he doesn't like scary movies.
And I was like, guys, you can ask me if you want to, but you know the answer. They'd all say the same thing. They'd go, what?
I'd say, fuck off, loser.
What are you doing, you idiot? Keep going.
Yeah, those were huge when they came out. When's the last like big scary movie? I know those like that Smile movie came out last year.
Those are the big ones. They did those like fucking
Paranormal Activity.
that was probably about
That's
15 years ago. So that didn't just come out.
I know, but well, they made like 20 of them though.
Yeah,
because it was like Blair Witch where they had a budget of like $20.
they did a bunch with that girl from The Departed, the therapist.
Oh
you
yeah,
know what I mean? I
Vera
can't-
Farmiga.
Yeah,
Is that how you
you
say it?
can fucking nail it like that.
Mhm.
But
She's hot.
she did a bunch of like The Cemetery or some fucking movies, or I can't remember the name because I
She had a
never
whole
saw them.
franchise, huh?
Yeah, and those were like, people were like, those are scary as fuck.
Fuck that.
Most I'll do like The Quiet Place. I'll do a Quiet Place. I can do that.
I watched Quiet Place 2 on the plane a
The
couple
second
weeks
one?
ago. Yeah,
With
I didn't see the very end though because the flight was only like an hour and a half.
Emily Blunt's.
The Blunts.
Yeah, because they
Mhm.
just came out with the third one, which was fine. But I'll do that. That's cool.
That's
I like
the
that.
one I watched was the third one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'd already seen the
Running
first
through the city
and the
and stuff.
second. Yeah, they run
Yeah.
through the city. The one
Do you want
just
me
got-
to spoil it?
I mean, I saw like 90% of it.
You want me to spoil it, buddy?
No, I'll watch the end of it, or just spoil it. I don't give a fuck.
You want me to?
So
I
the-
won't if
so
you
the
want to
last
watch
saw-
it.
The last scene I saw is
The
when
last
they.
scene you saw.
The last scene I saw.
The last scene I saw.
Spoiler alert for A Quiet Place 3 is they get back to the bar where she was trying to get to with the pizza,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah, you're right there.
That's like right at the
You're
end.
right there.
They get eaten.
2 more things happen.
Ooh.
2 more pretty cool things.
Do we want to spoil it for the
I'll
people?
spoil it.
All right, close your ears if you want to see A Quiet
If
Place
you
3.
want it, it's
And
fine.
honestly, it's the third best one.
It's
by a
fine. The
mile.
first one is so good.
The first one is so good.
I'll spoil it. So the main character,
Yeah.
the cool black young lady.
Yeah, with the cancer, with all the
Yes.
cancers in her head.
I did not know she had cancer that whole movie.
What?
You just spoiled it for me.
Are you serious? That's the whole point of the movie. Is that
I
she
was
had
wondering why it
terminal
was
cancer.
so bad, dude. I was like, this is such a shitty movie. I honestly didn't know she had cancer the whole time. That's insane.
That's
to me.
why she's not afraid to die. That's why she's like, I'm going to get my fucking pizza because I'm going to die in 2 weeks anyways.
I thought she was just in rehab.
No, bro.
That was
That
cancer.
was cancer.
Dude, I
Really? You really thought she was in rehab?
100% just thought it was rehab. Maybe because I was
No.
making like a fucking falafel the first 5 minutes of the movie. I had to have been doing something because I remember just being like, oh, they're in like a waiting room.
That's the whole
and-
thing. She's talking about how she's about to die. And that's why she's like, I'm going to get this fucking pizza because I want this pizza.
Yeah, that
Because
makes a
be
lot of
damned,
sense.
monsters be damned. I'm going to die anyway.
See, I knew she had reckless abandon,
She had
but I thought
definitely
that's
had
because she was an addict.
just because she just missed her heroin
she
so
was
bad.
Like, yeah, dude, I've been through hell. I honestly, that actually is okay.
That's
That
why
makes,
she was
that makes
bald.
the last scene of the movie make even way more sense. Way more sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
so
tell it to me.
right after the bar, the cool lady saves that dude.
Okay.
He gets on a ship with a dog. Did they have a dog?
They had a dog.
They had a dog. Him and the dog.
Cat. It was a cat.
Him and okay, nice.
Yeah.
A cat. That's right.
Mm.
I envisioned a dog. They get on. She saves him. She's like, they're gonna fucking get us. I'm gonna go do a diversion. Of course, they go back to the diversion like the first one, which I
course.
did like. Does a diversion. He fucking takes off. Does a crazy cool leap. Gets in the water and gets to safety. And then like it jumps forward like a day. and like she got away, and then she's just standing there
She's standing there.
with her headphones on and like the boombox, and then she just takes the headphones out and the boombox thing and just plays it, and then it goes to an overhead shot, and that's the movie.
So she's just like, oh.
She just ends it.
She's just like, well,
I didn't know she had cancer, so I was like, why did she do that?
It's like, man, she must really miss drugs.
Yeah, I was like, why did she do that? She could have kept going. No.
Yeah, she was like circling the drain with cancer, bro.
That's why we have to watch movies together, dude.
Can't be
All
doing
right?
this on our own.
Because I don't get them and you won't finish them. Just like women.
I'll be there to explain it.
Come on, baby. We're still here.
That was good.
Yeah, that's where we go.
That was perfect. Hey.
Oh, my God.
No, it was all right. It was fine. It's
You
like I
gonna-
said, it was in the top 3 quiet places.
Are you going to dress up as anything for Halloween?
Oh, I already bought a costume, bro.
Have we broke it to the listeners yet?
No.
Break it to them.
So, what I've been looking forward to doing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Although I got to figure out my facial hair situation because I kind of want to shave. Here's the torture of being a comedian, folks. I have a mustache, which some of you who are watching know. Those listening may not.
They may not know,
They may
but I
not
can
know.
confirm you do have a mustache.
I do have one.
Depending on your definition
True.
of a mustache.
Some people are very particular.
Some people don't speak English and they don't know what that word
Like
means.
a mustache.
They don't know.
I don't know what that accent is.
Started off as Italian, went Asian.
Yeah. Mustache. It's both.
Yes.
Why not both?
It can be both. And I've actually...
Because we live in a melting pot called America.
That's right. And my favorite type of person is the Italian Asian. So keep going. I have many.
Great. I love Italian Asian food.
So
I have a mustache, right? And because it's kind of my signature look,
yeah.
I do have a good handful of mustache-based jokes,
Yes.
right? So if I don't have a mustache,
Of course.
as you do.
Of course you do.
Of course you do, and everyone hates them. So if I shave the mustache, then obviously the jokes won't work. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
So for this Halloween costume, I'm gonna be White Goodman.
Yeah.
White
He has a
Goodman.
mustache.
He has a Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
So that means I gotta grow out the chin. If you don't know White Goodman, that's Ben Stiller's character in Dodgeball.
Friend of the show.
And so I need to grow out the beard
Yeah.
so I can shave it for the Fu Manchu, right?
Yes.
But if I keep growing it between now and Halloween, I might have too much of a beard, and my mustache jokes won't work this Saturday in Montrose. So this is a real dilemma, Matthew.
I think you just grow it out.
I think I just grow it
I
out.
think you just grow it out.
Honestly, it's only like 2 jokes. I can just skip them.
or
just not do
Or
them.
just say, hey, I usually have a mustache for this joke.
I mean, I will still have the mustache,
just do that thing that always works.
and it'll still be longer than the beard.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just way overthinking this.
You're way overthinking it, dude.
Actually,
grow
what
it
I
out.
should do is
We
just
could all die in 3 days.
I should just shave
In 7
in
days.
7 days.
In 7 days.
I should just shave tonight and then just have stubble through the weekend, and then
Well, it's already the 23rd, dude. You got 8 days.
8 crazy nights.
Yeah, dude. Which is great because in 7 we die.
Can't wait.
Another ring.
So
joke.
yes, I have to figure out my facial hair dilemma to make this
Can
costume
you
work.
grow enough in 8 days to pull off the Fu Manchu?
Yeah, well, I mean, like even right now, just stubbly. If I just razor shaved the rest of it down, it would stick out.
I disagree respectfully, of course.
Really?
Yeah, you couldn't pull off Dwight Goodman right now. You gotta grow that fucker out. He's got like a good, healthy one.
It is. I'm a little stubbly, but come by Saturday though,
It's gonna be out.
it's gonna be. I grow the chin quite quickly. Quite quickly.
I'm nervous about time. Obviously, you know your facial hair better than I do,
Yeah.
but I'm nervous about time on this.
When's the last time I shaved? I shaved Friday before we left. So this is what 5 days looks like.
You gotta keep going.
Got to keep going.
You have to keep going.
Okay. We'll power through.
This is gonna be a photo finish.
I just won't do. I can grow beyond my mustache jokes.
This is a challenge.
This
dude.
is a challenge accepted.
It's like not taking your notes on stage.
Right?
Not taking your mustache on stage.
I'm gonna leave this at home.
Leave that at home.
I
You
do.
don't need it.
I gotta do 45 minutes Saturday. I haven't done that in a while. I gotta figure out what jokes I want to
You
do.
can do 45, dude.
I mean, I know I
Just
can.
imagine doing 30 and then add 15.
And then just dick around like I always do and go over time like I always do.
Dude,
And then it'll be fine.
Somehow you'll still run the line on 45 minutes.
Yeah, I will. I'm like, shit, I got one more.
So I got this mustache and... Oh, man. Should we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, dude. I think that's
Happy
good.
Halloween if we don't see you.
Yeah, happy Halloween. I thought
Be
about
safe.
dressing up for this
Be
one,
safe as
but
fuck.
it's kind of like we're in between Halloween time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe next time.
we're not going to do one until after Halloween.
I know.
So,
Fuck.
happy fucking Halloween.
Happy fucking
to
Halloween.
the best. We can still dress up if we want. We can do whatever we want. This is our podcast.
Right?
We can do anything we want
This
on
isn't
here.
communist China.
No, we can wear whatever we want anytime. Doesn't have to be Halloween.
That's true. We should just do costumes for every podcast.
I'm down to do a couple at least.
Couple
I mean, we
at
don't have
least.
to commit hard to anything, but like I said, one or two.
One or two, just to feel it out.
All right, let's go home.
Let's do it. Big shout out to Billo Premium Candidates. Remember, it's locals get discounts on everything. Always check them out. Thanks for sponsoring the pod. Thanks for giving us some fucking cool drugs for me to. I'm gonna eat these and watch a scary movie and shit my pants. tonight.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm gonna be so scared. And then
Let's go get scared.
let's get scared. Keep checking out our clips. Thanks for everybody tuning into that, and we'll see you guys next time.
Love you.
Deuces.
Bye. Be safe.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.